So I watched Chainsaw Man the Reze arc recently, and I have some thoughts. I'm here to tell you what I liked and didn't like about the movie. So I heard some pretty great things about this movie going into it, so I was fairly interested, and what do you know, the Crunchyroll YouTube channel posted the entirety of Season 1 on YouTube for completely free, so I was able to catch up on the lore, and yeah, I think the series is pretty awesome overall. I'm not a huge fan of this kind of anime, but you know what, I actually enjoyed Season 1, so I thought I'd probably enjoy this movie as well. And, well, here's what I thought. So after hearing so many great things about this movie going in, I had some decently high expectations, and I can gladly confirm that not only were those expectations met, they were somehow surpassed. Yeah, this is the best animated movie I've seen in a while. Dare I say, better than Infinity Castle, which is saying a lot because that movie is also fantastic, if you have seen my previous review of it. I wasn't super well educated on the Chainsaw Man universe going into this, having only seen the first season just a week prior to my viewing. But thankfully, I found the story pretty easy to follow and didn't get lost in it. It works well as a continuation of the first season and as its own standalone story. Hell, you can even watch this without having seen the previous season, so there! Now there's no excuse for you to not go see the movie. Go see it! The shorter runtime allows the movie to never overstay its welcome, its central story being surprisingly well-paced with little to no subplots or filler, only a strong focus on Denji and Reze, whose chemistry feels surprisingly natural and sweet. At first. We'll get to that point later. The romance at the forefront of the movie just draws you in. It displays an authentic and natural bond that develops the more the two spend time together. Even though Reze is technically the villain of the movie, you still want to see her and Denji be happy together in spite of everything. But in the end, Makima just had to ruin everything. Speaking of Makima, a big thanks to my theater audience for not barking when she showed up. That was a big relief. I was afraid that would happen. Anyways, the visceral action that overtakes the second half of the movie is stunning and bloody as always, shifting into maximum overdrive after luring you into a sense of comfort with the previous romance. Just about everything in this movie is the best it can be, offering a rich story with charming characters as well as gorgeous animation and non-stop action in the second half. Oh, and that ending was just honestly tragic. I had to sit down and think about this movie for a while before writing this review. I was speechless. I've been thinking about this movie for days. Like, I haven't done that for any other movie this year. Not even one battle after another, which I was able to write a review for it right after I got out of the theater, but for this, I'm just writing this review now. I've had to sit down and reflect on this for days. I haven't done that for a movie in a long time. That's how you know it's good. This is absolute cinema, and I am so glad that I checked it out. Now, did I have any problems with it? Well, the short answer is no. No, I didn't. Everything in this movie worked. Yeah, I bet you were a bit worried there. I bet I was about to bring up some big problem I have with the movie, but no. Everything in this movie worked. It's perfectly paced. It has a strong focus on the characters. There's no filler. It's like the first half is a romance movie, the second half is an action anime, and it works so well. I had nothing but good things to say about this movie, and like, this might just be one of my top 3 movies of the year. Actually, no, it will be. I am confident this will be in my top 3 of the year, right alongside One Battle After Another, and I don't think any other movie this year can top these two. Like, holy crap. I've been in for a treat these last few months with all these fantastic movies. One Battle After Another is the best live action film I've seen in a while, and this is the best animated movie I've seen in a while. In fact, I'm actually considering ranking this above One Battle After Another as my favorite movie of 2025 thus far. Like, that's how good this movie is. You know how good you have to be to get ranked above a Paul Thomas Anderson movie? Like, holy crap. This movie brought so much devastation, so much warmth, so much just... I don't know what else to say. I was speechless, and I am still thinking about this one. And honestly, I might consider checking out the Chainsaw Man manga after this. I might actually become a fan. Like, this movie is only 100 minutes long, and I feel like everything that they accomplish here is better than the entire 4.5 hours of Chainsaw Man Season 1. Like, what this movie accomplished in just 100 minutes is better than anything that they accomplished within the 4.5 hours of Season 1. That's saying a lot. I am so excited to see what the future holds for this series, but honestly, I don't think any other future arc of this series could possibly top this movie. It is damn near perfect. Holy crap. I don't really know what else to say, and I don't want to ramble on, so check out my Letterboxd review of the movie in the description, and honestly, just go watch it. You'll see what I mean. It is fantastic. Anyways, I'm going to give Chainsaw Man the Reze arc a easy 10 out of 10. One of the best movies I've seen in a while. Not just one of the best animated movies, one of the best movies I've seen in a while, period. Like, I haven't rated an animated movie a 10 out of 10 since The Boy and the Heron back in 2023, which, it's been a while. And honestly, I actually might think this is better than Boy and the Heron. Like, this movie, though very aesthetically different from Ghibli, is honestly on the same level of quality as an S-tier Ghibli movie. Like, I don't need to compare it to a Ghibli movie, they're very different, but if we're going based on the quality standards, this would be right up there with those kind of films. It is just, it's magnificent, it is incredible, it is absolute cinema. It blows Demon Slayer Infinity Castle out of the water, and that movie's fantastic. But this one's perfectly paced. It's no filler. Like the Infinity Castle is fantastic, but I did have some slight pacing issues with how some of the flashbacks were slotted into certain scenes, because it kind of throwed off the flow of certain fight scenes. But with this movie, there's no filler, there's no flashbacks. We have a straight story that is ever moving, and it hooks you from the moment it begins. I love this movie. You need to go see it. This is a masterpiece, and I am going to be thinking about this for a long time. Anyways, that was my review of Chainsaw Man the Reze arc. I've taken up a more podcasty style for our reviews now, with me just kind of talking over a picture of the poster with the review font and everything, and it's kind of more simple. It helps save time because it takes up more footage to do a POV, a live person review with me sitting in front of a camera like Moist Critical does, so it saves time to do this. It's more of a podcast review, and it's a lot easier. It takes up less space, so tell me what you think about this new format, and go check out the movie and tell me what you thought about that. And if you think I'm wrong, if you disagree with me, if you think this movie's trash, that's totally fine. My review isn't gospel. If you think this is the worst movie of the year, that's totally fine. Like, you don't have to agree with me, and I respect your opinion. As long as you respect mine as well, because we're all entitled to our own opinions. But, honestly, this movie, I feel like everyone's gonna like this one. It's got everything. Action, romance, characters. You're in for a real treat. Go check out Chainsaw Man the Reze arc, and I'll be back with my Kurosawa ranking soon.